I'm walking alone under the neon lights, in a city where I feel like a ghost at night. No one understands my wild, untamed soul. In this world I'm just a stranger, a hole. But I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you'll see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this chaos I find my peace, my tears. I'll sing songs of my own, of the stars and the moon. In this life I'll dance until the sun. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, it's bleeding and raw. In this crowd I'm just a whisper, a shadow, a draw. But when the night falls, I light up the sky. With my laughter I'll conquer the sky. I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll define. Books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this rebel heart, oh yes, who I am. You see, I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll defy.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Hope everyone is having a wonderful and amazing Friday, a wonderful and amazing week. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? One week till another con. Oof.
I don't miss those schedules.
I don't think anyone misses those schedules. Jesus. Well, that's because Savage Sparrow is crazy. Thank you for the hydrate, Draken. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm also the material sponsor and house artist on this one. In nomine Patre. That's the best you're getting out of me on that one. Good luck, Godspeed. That makes 2 now. Yeah. Oh, how's everyone's Friday been? Hopefully a little bit less chaos than mine has. Why are you in talks to do a third? Sup, Curtis? With us? By the way, would y'all like to laugh kind of at me? Let me get the lights on as my hair's turning blonde. Like blonde. It makes me money. That's fair, Draken. That's fair. Valid. What?
Why is the maid thing happening again?
Slusher.
Okay, pick a different outfit. I already threw that one away. That was 2 years ago. By the time you get to your wish list cleared, that'll be 2 years ago. It's gone. You shredded the gloves on day one. We destroyed the dress. Being nasty. And the thigh highs didn't last.
You are correct.
Slush pumpkin.
Slush pups.
Slush pumpkin suck my dick. He wants to fight with somebody about it. He can fight me. I'll win.
Slush. Well, we can't. We can't challenge Slush Pup
We
to a
can
fight.
too. I don't care about his brain tumor.
That may be why he's trying to start a fight.
Exactly.
He's
Give
just
the
like
man what he wants.
he's just like, take me now, take me now.
Well, he should pick a fight with the quintuple Scorpio. That's a great idea.
Which is probably why he suggested the fucking Matrix again.
Maybe Faye'll hate this. It's because I refuse to ever have a conversation with him because he likes to hit on your partners. And I threatened to use a rolled up newspaper.
Ooh, that. Thank you for letting me know. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Fix that.
Faye is kind enough for what? Don't think Faye is kind enough for what?
Don't think Faye is kind enough for what?
Because probably not kind enough for whatever it is. I'm not kind person. Heathen's battle buddies? Yeah, I would. But any other man that asked me to put them out of their misery, probably not. I'm gonna prolong it.
I mean, knowing my battle buddies, knowing my battle buddies,
Dragon was saying they didn't think that I was kind enough to end a man just because they asked. Slush Pup is the exception to that rule.
Slush Pup is the
Fucking brain tumor.
Slush Pup is the exception, not the rule. All right, that's fixed. That's fixed. Thank you for letting me know because Amazon and their fucking bullshit.
I need to transfer mine over now that somebody cleared my fucking wish list.
We can work on that.
I have the thing. I just have to figure out how to actually add things. I have the account.
You can they added a thing where you can directly import your Amazon wish list.
My wish list is empty. Somebody did some shit.
Yeah, so Slush Pup sent me a message this morning at like 5 a.m. and Slush Pup's currently in Japan. Just doing our 6 month check-in, make sure Slush Pup was good. All right. And because Slush Pup was in Iowa, is now in Japan. And
fuck ass Slush Pup shit.
And there was for a while, Slush Pup did not have a good prognosis for his life. And things turned around for him, and he decided to say, fuck it. I'm getting out of the States, and chose Japan. But he's already been to Germany, so I get it, I grok, but Japan. So he's not as much of a weeb as.
I'm aware. He's still a kinky motherfucker.
Yeah, that tracks. Does he intend to go to Italy next? No, no. Um, Slush Pup does not want to go to the land of his people. So Slush Pup is let me explain Slush Pup real quick. I met this fucker because this fucker decided to enlist at the age of 17. All right, hence why part of his nickname is Pup. Like his actual last name involves the word slush. So, Slush Pup. He was 17 when we met at AIT in Fort Bliss. So, being the youngest, he got the pup title. He in Bang Bang, because Bang Bang was infantry that ended up in Patriot missiles with me, because I went from medic to Patriot missiles. Bang Bang called me Doc. Well, Slush Pup was very mad at his nickname and decided to call me a different nickname, and it got stuck. They are the reason why I have the nickname Ghost. Because I fucking glow. And if you don't believe me, I'll turn the white lights on again.
Just turn the lights off, they'd still be able to see you.
Me and my fucking luminescent ass.
Gondor calls for aid.
See, Babyface does not illuminate. Me,
I do. My legs illuminate no matter what I do. But your entire body just glows.
let it glow. Let it glow. Yeah. So Slush Pup's the reason for that nickname.
I use sonar and the glow of your skin to get to bed at night.
I mean, tracks. So, yeah, all the cool military nicknames you think is because of something cool. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No, no.
Titsoak.
It's always a fucked up story. Like the reason why I call Bang 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 is because he was infantry, got reclassed because he got shin splints and went Patriot missiles. He still went through the entire training except the last week of infantry course and had to be reclassed because he got shin splints. So each person has their own nickname. Like one of my friends, one of my pals who will pop in stream from time to time, her name's Catherine, and in the military had a very different nickname. And so, but because of their life situation, we have to find a new nickname per the battle team, because Catherine has transitioned and their nickname was connected to Harry Potter. So we have to change that. Thank you for the hydrate, Demon. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so Slush Pup is like, so how's the stream going? Like, I'm like, it's going and everything. Like, and he's like, well, how are you doing? You seem. I'm like, well, I've started work, but just a lot of things are going on, and my phone's literally being a piece of shit. He's like, well, I saw that you had your phone on your wish list, and I donated, and I'm like, which one were you? He goes, Chaos Incarnate. I'm like, you motherfucker. I should have realized. He's like, I got a bet with you. I'm like, God damn it. Damn it, Napa. Okay, what's your bet? He goes, I bet you that your community would do this. I'm like, no, they would. No, they wouldn't. Not without. He goes, they would if you say if this happens, you'll be back in the maid dress again. I'm like, that thing's destroyed. He goes, I know. I'm like,
Fly his ass over here and suck my dick.
he would enjoy every single second of that. So yeah. So y'all can blame my battle. I certainly blame him. But again, I'm vastly well aware that it ain't gonna happen anytime soon. But otherwise, so that's how that happened. Oh, yes, winter mint. So, I mean, patience is a virtue. Patience is absolutely a virtue. And, like, tonight I at least get to sleep in. I don't have to start work until 8. But it's because there's some fuck shit going on at work that I have to deal with. I'm like, so I'm going to be on basically a phone call for the entire 10 hours. All 10 hours. One phone call. Damn it. Thank you for the hydrate, Wolf. So, things for IT. Okay. When I was with this client previously, all right, I ran basically a NOC, which is a Network Operations Command Center. All right. Which NOCs do two things. They do change management and incident management. Now, a lot of people will go, well, boo back. Hello, Lily. So, the reason why, changes and incident, these two are connected by the NOC because usually when there's an incident, the first question that's asked, was it caused by a change? Crap. Now, fun little thing. The bigger the change, the more possibility of something fucking up. Okay? Pretty self-explanatory. Bigger the change, the bigger the possibility of fucking up. All right? That's why there's like criticality levels on how critical a change is. Oh no, that's not even the longest time I've spent on one change bridge ever. I have sat on a change bridge for 48 hours. I slept in the office with the bridge on so I could hear and have my phone because I was on call. Just in case. So, not even the longest amount of time I have sat on a bridge. So fun times, fun times, fun times. So this one is a massive change. But you're you're right. It is insane, but I'm insane. The reason why I got hired back for this client, okay? During the first year that, because we did 2 years with this client when I was with my previous job, all right? We did 2 years. During that first year, for 6 months of the time, I worked 60-hour weeks. And this is before I started this page. Before I started, like, back to streaming and everything, I was working 60-hour weeks for 6 months straight. So my bosses got used to hearing me a lot.
Policy because of your ass?
No, I didn't. I hadn't gotten there yet. So the client that I'm working with now, because I did so much work, everything, my boss at AT&T converted me from contractor to full time within a year. Thank you for the hydrate, Wolf. Hey, how much you fill the curse jar? What? No curse jar. So, no vaping? Really, Jan? Really? 5-minute timer starts now. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So my boss converted me to from contractor to full-time employee within a year. And no cursing? 5-minute timer for that one starts now. Double no cursing. 10-minute timer. Fun. Oh, this y'all are trying to get me a mess up. Y'all are trying to get me a mess up. So when I got converted, everything, I it was like the first month of November. I had like a week of vacation. So I took a week off. Just a week. And everyone's like, yeah, cool, that's fine. All right. Fast forward to the next December. I the only time I took off during that entire year was my birthday. During that second year. Saved up all the way to December and said, F it, I'm going on vacation. I'll see y'all in the new year. From December 7th all the way till January 7th. All the way till January 7th. So, because I did this, all right, the client now has a new policy for their contractors that every quarter they must take a 1 week break. And I just went, huh. So I went, when was this put in? To one of my bosses who knew me from the knock program. And he goes, it was put in because of you. I went, oh. Well, that's a thing. So every quarter, I have to take a 1 week unpaid week off because I was too good at my job. So yeah, victim of my own success consistently. Oh, you almost got me. Almost got me. Oh. Thank you for the hydrate, Wolf. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, it could be worse. Nice. That's awesome, Dragon. By the way, Lily, I hear you're running a D&D campaign. Baby fan. Oh? Yes, but I'm specifically talking about the one with Jan that y'all plan on streaming. Was the one I was referencing. Why why yes, I do plan on you know, sending some chaos that way. Just say. That's what I want to know. But when they're ready, they'll tell us. When they are ready, they'll tell us. I'm pretty sure that I'll be very sad if I don't get at least one guest appearance just so I can be an NPC. I need to be an NPC. I used to be an adventurer like you till I took an arrow to the knee. Nice. That's awesome, Dragon. Well, keep us surprised. S- Speaking of uh taking arrows to the knee, who's excited for one, the new Fable game? Me. And who all is excited about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced? I need Drago to download the PDFs back to the PC. The files are on the external hard drive. Makes sense. Yeah, the my entire TikTok feed has been leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. I'm like, up, we're back to full on sea shanty mode. Cool deal. Cool deal. See, I so everyone was saying they're going, well, Bethesda's only going to be Xbox only. I'm like, it's not in Xbox's. Oh, thank you, Lily. It's not going to be in Xbox's best interest to stay single platform. It's in no one's best interest in this day and age. You can't do that. You can't be profitable and remain having exclusives. Like, don't get me wrong, time locked exclusives, okay. Like, for a month or 3 months, cool. But like a year, 2 years, 4 years, that's just going to cause problems. Thank you, Lily. I greatly appreciate it for the hydrate. See, because I love Starfield. I thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed Starfield. And the fact that Starfield is now on PlayStation, I'm like, see, yes, it's 3 years later, but Bethesda Bethesda only serving one platform was not in their best interest. And then you've got Xbox saying they're going, oh, we're going to reduce the price of Xbox Game Pass. However, Call of Duty will not be day one exclusive or day one available on Game Pass. I'm like, you're about to see some backlash on that one. Like they reduced it from $30 to 22 something. And like, oh, but Call of Duty is no longer uh, Game Pass day one. I'm like, this is not going to go the way that Xbox wants it to go. Thank you for the hydrate, Lily. And thank you for the follow, Sue. I greatly appreciate it. Take a look at Apex Wolf Beats for shanties. See, I like Sail North. I thoroughly enjoy Sail North. So, Wolf, the problem is that Call of Duty has, and Battlefield suffers the same problem. All right. But the, it's not just the community that's the problem of Call of Duty or Battlefield. It's the lessening of content being available for players without spending more money. Apex Beats is Norse Shanties. Nice. There's only one shanty of the Norse that I know immediately, and it's My Mother Told Me. Yes, the vaping one's up. My mother told me someday I would buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up high and proud, noble bark I steer, steady course for the haven, you many full men. Sail North is definitely amazing. Absolutely. My favorite one that he did is Tale of the Shadow, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you for the follow, Layla, over on Facebook. Coffee. The other one that I really liked is the one with Sail North and E-Bucks doing Soldier Poet King, which is fantastic cover. I would love to hear Sail North's version of Binks's Brew, though. Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's Brew. Thank you for the hydrate, Wolf. And Lynette, thank you for the bits. Hi, Lynette. Change the topic it is. So, one of the things that I had to deal with today was basically getting a lot of trolls on my Instagram comments. They were big mad about the all men rule. Peyton Parrish become born again? Yeah. Um, so I removed Peyton Parrish from my Spotify when it came out that he used Valhalla Calling without Miracle of Sound's permission. So so let's have a, because a lot of people may not know this. Miracle of Sound is a music creator who makes music based off of movies or video games that he really likes. Like he has one for Mad Max Fury Road called Road Rage, and it's freaking fantastic. So if you have not listened to him, take a listen to him. All right, but like he did one called London Town. The original I liked more than the remaster, but the remaster one's growing on me. But he did one for Horizon Zero Dawn. He did one for Forbidden West. He did one for Bloodborne. He did one for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is where Valhalla Calling comes from. Now, when Peyton Parrish covered that song had been out for 3 years. Now, he covered the song without, one, crediting Miracle of Sound, and two, claiming that it was a Norse religious song. It is not. It is a song inspired by the Norse religion because it was inspired by Valhalla. And as we know, Assassin's Creed is all about their very, very in-depth historical accuracy outside of their main characters or their main plot points. Like to the point where a person who played Assassin's Creed 2 walked their class around a city in Italy, taking their class to a church that their teacher and guide couldn't get to. And when asked, was like, "Oh, I remember getting here in Assassin's Creed." The fact that in Assassin's Creed Origins, because of they built the Great Pyramids in the game, they realized that there was a hidden alcove. Hello, Raven. Thank you for the hydrate, Jan. So, how you doing, Battle? So quite literally, Assassin's Creed determined that a pyramid had a secret alcove that no one had found, and when it went to be investigated, they found it in the exact place it was in the game. And everyone's like, what the? So, quite literally, Assassin's Creed is very much like, even some archaeologists are like, how? Just how? And they're like, we build games. This is the only way it made sense with the dimensions and the schematics and floor plans that we had. It's the only thing that made sense. And they found it. So Assassin's Creed is heavily, heavily, heavily into historical accuracy outside of their main characters. Okay? Like there's a lot of points where history imitates art, or art imitates history. Because life imitates art, why can't the other way be true? So, like, it's one of the key points about Assassin's Creed, which has always been interesting, especially with Assassin's Creed Shadows, bringing in Yasui. Now, the reason why that's important is that is a actual historical figure in Japan, and you're playing as him as a character. So, you know, now, yes, there was a lot of discourse in gamers because how dare there be an African uh, or a person of color in Japan at that time period, not realizing that he's the fucking historical figure in Japan at that time. But going back to Miracle of Sound, so and Peyton Parrish, so Peyton Parrish, Miracle of Sound sent a cease and desist to Peyton Parrish. Peyton Parrish responded back with, "Hey, well, while yeah, because the song's getting big, everything, why don't we do a duet of it and I'm crediting you?" Now, he did not respond to the original cease and desist. He used the duet version to still make money without stopping the original, causing a lot of people to believe that Peyton Parrish was the one who did the song. So after the duet was made and the trio version was made, Miracle of Sound, Peyton Parrish asked if he could do it, the song on tour. And Miracle of Sound said, yes, but I want a portion of the royalties, which is his prerogative. You like if someone performs your song like at on tour, technically you're supposed to get a portion of the proceeds. All right. Well, Peyton Parrish did not do that. And so Miracle of Sound sent an entire cease and desist, and so it was an entire thing. I removed Peyton Parrish back then. Well, then realizing that he was losing the Norse community, he switched. And now he's a born again Christian. So con artists are going to con artist. I am unsurprised, but yeah, that's why I haven't followed Peyton Parrish in a very long time. Yup. So technically he's done covers of Disney songs the entire time. Like he did his version of Go the Distance. He did his version of uh Make a Man Out of You, and a couple others. But yeah, like I have him blocked on TikTok. I have him blocked on pretty much every single platform. So, but that was the easiest thing for me to do. I mean, yes, because he's a grifter. I apologize. He's not a grifter, he's a con artist. Nate wasn't a con artist, Nate was a mastermind. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So, but that's one of the reasons why, like, there are really good cover artists that I really enjoy, like Alejandro Saab as Sayu, Amelie, um, which used to be Monarch on Twitch, is now Amelie. This is Boatman.
Hello.
Okay, Lily. I informed Baby Faye battle, and before y'all get into a tizzy, no, that is not Slush Pup or Bang Bang. That's Catherine. I enjoy Mia Asano's electric violin covers. That's fair. Like, I really enjoyed Nate Wants to Battle. Because his version of Haruka Mirai is just chef kiss. Um, and which is really funny because Haruka Mirai is the first opening of Black Clover. Now, for those that have not seen Black Clover, all right, Black Clover was one of the first new gens to use its opening in a battle scene. To use its first opening in a battle scene where it was a very intense moment. And so them playing it, it was just chef kiss. But then you've got people on TikTok playing the original opening of Soul Eater to the scene from Fire Force. And I'm just like, they should have done that. They should have done that. It works so well. Like, oh my God. Oh, Lindsey Sterling does amazing with covers. Absolutely. Speaking of songs and everything, uh, Nickelback released a new song. Babyface, would you like to tell them the name?
No, something about bones.
So Nickelback released a new song. All right. Bones to the Crows.
There you go. I knew it was something about bones and birds. I was driving home from the farm in my brain.
That's fair. I'm not going I'm not going to play it, but I'm just going to read one lyric that the reason why I'm bringing this up. This is the chorus. We'll leave their bones for the crows. Heaven will plead for their souls. We'll leave their bones for the crows. Heaven will plead for their souls. I just went, oh, oh. Nickelback's went, you know what? Fuck it. So, enjoy that thought. It's on Spotify. Like, I'm sitting there, Babyface played it for me and spouse. I was just like, oh, geez, because I thought, okay, it sounds somber, so I thought it was going to be like closer to Hero. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. It's more like, heavy as Burn It to the Ground. Show me how to lie, you're getting better all the time, and turning all against one is an art that's hard to teach. Another clever word, so soft and unsuspecting heard, as you stuck back in the line, marches to the beat. Now dance, fucker, dance. He never had a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you. Sing mode is no longer on the wheel. So yeah, like, and for there's been two songs that have been stuck in my head for quite a bit until this morning. Um, it's So Much for Stardust.
And then all of a sudden, these schmucks kicked in my door. One of them yelled out, "Get on your knees!" And I responded with, "I'm not your mother last night."
See, that's not my favorite line from Hellsing Abridged.
Why are you all clusterfucking on my head?
Hey, Dandy Dick! You missed!
You're welcome.
I made that noise so many times today.
Saw Fall Out Boy on their Stardust tour easily in top 5 concerts. See, my favorite concert of all time was 3 Days Grace opening for Godsmack. See, that would have been a good show too.
It was a fantastic show, and it was at the DTE, which is an outdoor. So we had seats, but we were not in them. There was too many clouds to take part of.
Fair. See, so Godsmack and 3 Days Grace played a concert on Halloween, October 31st, 2006, in El Paso. So, on Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, All Hallows Eve, you have 3 Days Grace, having just released 1X, and Godsmack in concert together. And the reason why this makes me giggle even more, everything. So, for those who have never been to a Godsmack concert, the day prior to them doing their concert and the morning of, they sage the space on the stage, and if it's a closed venue, they close all the doors and light sage on the stage and at each door, sanctifying the space. So if you've been to a Godsmack concert, hey, you participated in a pagan ritual. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to know about Godsmack. And the thing is that Sully Erna is one of the most down to earth people that are celebrity status I've ever met. Like, I was astounded because I was 19 when I met him, and everything, and I was just awestruck. I was like, what? This is confusing. Adam Gontier is actually just as nice of a person. Um, since getting sober, I will say that. So with Adam Gontier now back with 3 Days Grace and um, the current singer of 3 Days Grace, the newer one since Adam left, people are referring to 3 Days Grace now as my 3 darkest days of grace because the lead singer who replaced Adam was the lead singer of My Darkest Days, and is also the brother of the drummer of 3 Days Grace. So people are referring to it as my 3 darkest days of grace. It's kind of great. So the one thing I remember from that concert, and it was my favorite thing, was them playing Straight Out of Line, and it was just mm, especially after 3 Days Grace. Like 3 Days Grace ended their set with Riot, and 3 days or Godsmack opened with Straight Out of Line. I was like, oh yes. I'll confess this. You're my tragedy. I laid you to rest just as fast as you turned on me. I forever banish the memories, this pain, the pleasure are masked by your misery. Yeah. Fun times. But to this day, my favorite song of Godsmack is Whatever, because it's such a good song and no one plays it. Not a single person plays it because you couldn't play it in the late 90s early 2000s on the radio. I I Draken, you and I have talked about the song Whatever. Who hasn't heard the song Whatever? I'm sure you have. So you probably have heard it, Lily. um I feel for you. Better fucking go away. I will behave. You better fucking go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. Oh, yeah, never mind. I've heard that one. Yeah. Most people have heard it. They just don't realize the song's called Whatever. And it's great. the best I ever did. Now go away. Yeah, it my playlist in high school. This tells you how long ago it was Slipknot's Duality, Down with the Sickness, Clint Eastwood, whatever, um, Wait and Bleed, um, Before I Forget, Personal Jesus by Marilyn Manson, not the Johnny Cash, and Hurt by Johnny Cash. That was my go-to mix. Oh, Wait and Bleed is peak. Yes, but my favorite of so Duality is actually what got my stepbrother into listening to rock music. So my stepbrother was really big into rap. I was really big into rock, but we both kind of listened to each other's music. So my stepbrother is the one who got me into Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. I got him into Metallica. Thank you for the hydrate, Drago. So, like, he's like, we both listened to Eminem and everything, and he's like, he heard me doing Duality, and he's like, do you understand what they're saying? I'm like, yes. He's like, tell me what it says. I'm like, I have screamed until my face collapsed. I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much hate. I wish for this, I bitch for that. I left behind this little fact: you cannot kill what you did not create. I've got to say what I've got to say, and now I swear it'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. And he's like, son of a bitch. The only music that my stepbrother and I both agree we can't listen to is mumble rap, and we both agree that it's because it's not meant for us. But at the same time, we both have the same feeling that mumble rap doesn't give into the story like previous rap records did. I'm like, you have to remember the way way the current gen consumes music now is not the way that we consumed music. When we consumed music, we had to buy CDs. So an entire CD told a story. Like in rap music, that an entire CD told a story. But now it's more single driven than it is album driven. So it's just I'm like you have to understand we're getting to the point, bud, that music we're real close to I don't understand these songs anymore. We're real close to that point. He's like, that'll never happen. I'm like, you literally just complained about the rap nowadays.
Has he listened to the easy listening channel lately? He should.
Yeah, his partner literally turned it on just to piss him off because Nirvana was playing. I was about to say,
It goes both ways.
yeah, one of the things that my stepbrother and I have stated without saying is we do not talk about each other's kinks because that is twisting the hair a little too much.
It does bring up an interesting addition to my, kinks are hereditary argument, though. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, there's also nature versus
That's
nurture.
exactly where I was going with that. Yeah. You're welcome for that.
Just don't cross swords. No.
Yeah.
We're
Ah.
we're stepbrothers, not Eskimo brothers. Squid count for Baby Faye. 1. Oh, 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 oh. Wow, Babyface mad. Demon Wolf. Sweet home Alabama. I'm from North Carolina, not Alabama.
That's some mountain ass fuck shit.
No, that's West Virginia bullshit. Mm-mm.
What I said. There's mountains there too.
My, my mountains are for moonshine and NASCAR, not and Faust. Oh, so yeah. Draco, that's because you live in the state where your ass melts. See, my favorite thing, my I love outlaw country. That is what I grew up on. All right, and which honestly tracks for who I'm named after. But I grew up with outlaw country. All right, but I also grew up with Garth Brooks. I grew up with Travis Tritt, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams. Like, I grew up listening to that style. So, seeing the uber nationalistic patriotic bullshit that country has went to, I'm just like, and then you've got uh the guy who released the song "Yeehaw Fuck the Law." I was like, okay, we're coming back. We're circling back around because a lot of people forget that NASCAR was made because of the prohibition. And if y'all need a explanation, I will gladly do so. It's also why in the Dukes of Hazzard, one of the Duke boys was a race car driver on the weekends. Drago, are you just being facetious, or you actually want to know?
Hey, at least I pretend to be nice to people.
Lace. So NASCAR. NASCAR was its roots are originally from the Prohibition era, when people were moonshine runners. All right, and the entire point was getting the fastest car to outrun the popo. Gotta outrun the bacon. So, and the thing, so there was a lot of dirt roads, and you would have these moonshine runners running their cars nonstop as fast as they could. Now, this is back in the era when cars could barely get above 45 miles an hour. And these cars were doing 70 on dirt roads. Because this is before the interstate. This is before, because the interstate system didn't come about until the mid 40s, late 50s. That's what, because that's why it says President Eisenhower Interstate. Just FYI. And the interstate's entire thought process is for rapid deployment to the coast or central areas. That's why all interstates lead to DC. To rapid deployment from bases. It's why Fort Drum's interstate goes straight to New York. It's why Fort Bragg has north and to the east. Parris Isle is right on the coast. There's an entire reason for that. Norfolk is right on the coast for a reason. So NASCAR's rum running and moonshine running routes is how that started. And why there actually was a still at Fort Drum. I actually blame the still part on the Canadians for Fort Drum. But that's beside the point. Because I know for a fact that there have been several Mountie training missions at Drum. Doing pretty good, Lace. How are you? I know who was to blame for the weed growing hydroponics. Probably an army soldier would be my guess. Blame Canada, blame Canada. Them and their lunch button. Surviving, you okay, Lace?
Did you just ask Lace if Lace was okay?
Yes.
Because the answer to that is almost always, no, I broke something. It's like asking me, did you hurt yourself today?
Did you hurt yourself today?
Not while you've been home.
That doesn't answer the question I asked.
That is the answer you're getting.
Lace is always fine. I worked 42 hours this week. Lily, I'm having a good night. I got news on my disability, and Heathen broke my brain for a minute earlier. How did I break your brain? I mean, that would track. That would track. Squirrel. Oh, um, did you actually take a look at that map that I sent you earlier? Or no.
You acquiesced to mine.
Okay. I was caught off guard with you wanting it on a game stream. I enjoy D&D. I don't have time for it.
Here's the thing. Heathen loves D&D. Heathen just cannot actively commit.
Hence, I would gladly, make an appearance, but that would be all I could guarantee would be an appearance. Jen, I always giggle when Drago tells me that's not what I asked. Yeah, it's a common phrase in this house.
From everyone. Like, it's not just you.
So, my one of my favorite things, because I've DM'd D&D for years, all right, and one of my favorite things that I ever did to my PC players, and it was so fucked up, but it was amazing payoff. They were around level 10 when I introduced a lich as a big bad. Now liches have phylacteries, all right. Now this was a Eberron campaign. Key point. It was an Eberron campaign. And we had a Warforged. So I pulled the Warforged aside. I'm like, hey, what does your Warforged remember about the place it was made? Because in Eberron, Warforged are basically automatons that have became sentient. They run off a magic item of some type, depending on certain factors. Sometimes it's a cursed gem, sometimes it's a blessed gem, but it's usually a magic item of some type. And so he walked me through. I'm like, okay, do you know what powers your source? And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, okay, are you okay with being, having a little bit of me as your ST, creating some situations for you involving something further down the line? And he goes, yes, that's fine. I'm like, cool. Okay. So around level 14, they get to trying to stop the lich, and they realize that, they have to go find the phylactery. Well, the last place that they had to look was this old factory. And so they get there. I'm like, hey, Warforged, you recognize this place. Like, there is a burning sense of this place. And he passes that on, and and go through the roles, and I'm like, this is where you were created. And he starts going through, and he realizes, like, without the party realizing, that the Lich's phylactery is his source. Yeah.
Because not all sadists are DMs, but all DMs are sadists.
So one of the key points was, I'm like, it's up to you what you want to reveal to the party, but that is you. And so as they leave the factory, they're heading towards, trying to figure out where the phylactery could be, and the Warforged stops and tells the party. And so the paladin is like, so to destroy the Lich and stop the big bad, we would have to kill you. And the Warforged is like, yes. And they're like, well, why can't we just find another source? And the Warforged was of the belief that if they used a different source, it would not be the same person. He would not be the same person. And so the Warforged, like they go to take the big bad, everything, try to like at least imprison him, shunt him to a different plane. So in this beautiful moment, because this was going to be our last mission of the campaign, in this beautiful moment, the Warforged opens himself up to an attack on himself, reaches into his chest and yanks out the phylactery, crushing it in his hand as he's pulling it out, which causes the Lich to fall. Well, I'm like, okay, uh, give me 3 chance dice. Just give me 3 chance dice. I want, and tell me the percentages. As the party is running over to the Warforged, and the Warforged is bleeding out, and so what I did was, the cleric is there trying to heal, and the cleric is specifically a dwarf that worships the god of the forge. And the god of the forge is all about, proving your mettle, testing your oath, and upholding them. Thank you for the hydrate, Jan. Not much. Not much, Lily. So quite literally, the end part, one of the percentage dice was a 90. Everything was like above 50, which is what I needed. So I was like, all right, cool. So as the cleric is praying over you, everything, your chest starts to glow as a gem of silver and red starts to form and crystallize within you and ignites. And the Warforged is like, what the fuck? And the cleric's like, can I get an insight check? I'm like, you can see within the crystal the pattern of the god of the forge is drawn, like etched into this gem. Lovecraftian nightmare campaign. Pray to the old gods, please. The master beckons. I I was a DM for a very long time. I was a ST for a very long time. Don't fall into the trope of the butler did it.
Sometimes it has to be the butler just to throw people off.
Yeet! But yeah, so like some of the things that it's fun. Like I would love to sit there and do like a fantasy high version of D&D, but oh my god.
Commit to a campaign with our other co-parents in our living room.
Yep. I know. Oh, trust me. I know.
tried so hard.
We did try so hard. We gave it the good college try. Jan, is Drago streaming tonight? I really liked it. Nice. That makes sense, Jan. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. I should start winding down. Hmm. Let's do. Makes sense. We're going to do someone that. Uh, yeah, we're going to help creator. This is a PNG tuber that is the first one on my following that is up and running. So, all right, this is a little lavender. So, but if y'all need anything, please let me know. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. Please be safe, be careful, and if y'all need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I love y'all, and I will check in later.
Poison. Oh, why? What? What? What's going on? I have 3 arms. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Polyamorous Heathen. Oh my god, that name is amazing. That's great. That is crazy. I love it. Chaos. Ooh, chaos. Chaos. We love a good chaos. We love a good chaos. Ooh. Ooh. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was your stream? How'd it go? How'd it go? Ooh. Let me turn my music down a little bit. Sorry. We were kind of partying. I'm not gonna lie. We were kind of buzzing it down. A little bit. Ooh-wee. What'd you guys play? What'd you guys do? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you guys know me, my name is Little Lavender. You can call me Lav or Lavender. Doesn't matter. I got this new shirt today. You like my shirt? I made it. I made it. Look at that. Look at that. We're so goth. We're so goth. We're so cute. Okay, anyway. How was your guys' stream though? I'm getting rid of the controller. It's not a vibe today. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Chaos was glorious. Ooh. We love chaos. Oh my god, I have people adding me. I just saw that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What the fuck is... Oh, is this the one that we played? That was so whack. I forgot. It was great. I was doing just chatting, hanging out. Oh, I love that. Wait, we love hanging out. We were just doing that too. And then I was like, maybe I should play a game or something. And then chat got me into playing or wanting to play Apex again. My skin is crawling just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. Where is Pookie? I see Pookie number 1. Here, come join me. Join my party. Wait, I just joined yours. Sorry. That was confusing. Want to raid a new person as my community wasn't on? Oh, shit. Well, welcome in. Welcome. We're very welcoming over here. We're very chaotic. Very. I see Strife Pookie. Come on in. We play a lot of different games. Just a lot. I don't even have